Hey guys, good afternoon. I am thrilled to welcome Dan Wall, Executive Vice President, Corporate and Regulatory Affairs of Live Nation. Dan, welcome on the show. How are you?
I'm great, Scott. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for coming on here. And I know obviously a lot of folks have been excited as we've been promoting this segment here of Ticket Talk here for the last couple of weeks. Hope you had a great holiday season. And we're just going to get right into it. Obviously, Taylor Swift's tour just ended here a couple weeks ago, and Ticketmaster Live Nation took a lot of flack with obviously the bots picking up the majority of the tickets over the last couple of years. What has Ticketmaster Live Nation done? I mean, obviously there was a hearing back like in January 21 where your president Joe Burchell said that the FTC arrested a couple ticket brokers, but they haven't arrested anybody ever since. What is going on with stopping bots getting tickets from Ticketmaster in on sales?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's an ongoing issue, and honestly, Scott, I don't think it's going to go away until we do something about the profit incentives of resale because they're just so huge in concert. You know that the business model here is that the scalpers don't compensate the artists at all. They buy the tickets at prices that they know are way below what the market value is. And that's just an irresistible target for them. And they're technologically savvy. There's the bots, the Taylor Swift thing. That was actually a little bit different. We stop millions and millions of bots every day, but we're also faced with lots of different things. And in that instance, they went after the verified fan system, which had actually been amazingly successful at preventing scalpers from getting tickets. But so it was a cyber attack against the password servers for that, and it goes on and on and on. And as we come up with a new thing, which we do all the time, the real question is how long is it going to last? Because
Sure.
you're going to have people who are out there. The latest you've probably seen that there's a lot going on with the fact that the what are supposed to be restricted transfer tickets are being transferred. And
Right.
so somebody in the scalping community has figured out a way to do that. And then the big resale sites, StubHub and so forth, are very accommodating towards that kind of behavior.
Right. No, appreciate the thorough insight on that. Have you worked with the FTC handily? Does FTC ask for the bots that you catch? Do you turn those folks into the FTC on
Sure,
request?
but
How does your relationship work with them?
well, yeah, but we have to be realistic about this because most of this stuff is coming from Eastern Europe or someplace like that. That's why it works, right? Is because it's sort of I have a lot of sympathy for the FTC, and they know that we're getting attacked every day. This is not a surprise to them. I mean,
Sure.
we've taken some criticism about like how often do we report? Well, you don't have to report every single occurrence when everybody knows that it's happening continuously, right? The
Sure.
problem is that the FTC has limitations on what they can do to go after people. Now we've been proponents of having a private right of action for this so that maybe we could take some direct action ourselves. But I can tell you that in the past, when we've done that under the laws that are available to us, the bad actors tend to fold very
Sure.
quickly. They give up, but then they reform themselves into a new entity, a new thing, and they're back the next day. That's why I keep going back to unless we take the profit incentive out of
Sure.
this, we're just going to see this behavior go on and on and on.
Sure. No, appreciate the insight here. And obviously, Live Nation Ticketmaster has been accused of being a monopoly and obviously under antitrust suits. You believe yourself, is TM Live Nation a monopoly?
Well, I think it's almost ridiculous to talk about Live Nation as a monopoly because in concert promotion, um, the market share is not there. The control of the market's not there. We all know, anybody knows the first thing about the concert industry is that the artist is in charge. It has particularly there's an irony to the DOJ case in that it's focused on the largest tours, the biggest artists, and the biggest venues. Well, those are the most powerful players in the whole industry. So that one's kind of silly. the way that they create a monopoly about Ticketmaster is by focusing on what Ticketmaster does best, which is which is which is making the market only as large as our sweet spot, which is the large venue. I think everybody in the industry knows that we are far and away the best at serving the large venue, but the
Agreed.
market's a lot broader. The market's a lot broader than that, and as soon as you as pull the lens out a little bit and look at both sports and concerts and a broader variety of venues, there's no monopoly there.
Fair assessment. I figured you would come back with that question, being the folks with TM Live Nation, and I agree with you too. I think obviously sites like SeatGeek and so forth, there's a fair competition, and my personal opinion is Live Nation Ticketmaster is non-monopoly. So I actually agree with you on that. Another hot topic question that I think a lot of fans aren't really aware of, like obviously TM Live Nation, the artists get a little crucified and some criticism regarding their platinum pricing for
Yeah.
concerts. Does TM Live Nation consult artists, consult the promoters on how to price their tickets at all?
It's really the other way around because the artists are going to price their tickets.
Right.
The artist team, and this is not literally the members of the band, although sometimes it is. But they have a business manager, they have an agent, they have other people, might have consultants, but they definitely are going to work closely with their promoter, whether it's us or whether it's AEG or anyone else. And then their advisory services, one of which is Ticketmaster. You can actually hire Ticketmaster to help you get some advice on that because we have a
Sure.
lot of data, we have a lot of expertise in that. But the pricing strategy, this is the distribution strategy for the product that the band makes, right? Just as if you imagine, a luxury handbag maker is going to have a distribution philosophy, well, so does Billie Eilish, right? And
Yep.
and so they're going to figure out how much how much are they going to play, how many dates they're going to play, what venues they want to play in, what kind of venues. And then they're going to decide how much they want in the way of so-called platinum or premium pricing, right?
Mhm.
Which is intended to sort of bridge the gap between what the scalper price is going to be and what we might think of as like normal pricing. And ultimately, they make a decision. They tell the ticketing company, us, SeatGeek, whoever it is, and then that gets implemented.
Fair enough. Well answered question, obviously, for the fans out there, too. I think a lot of people in the industry understand that, but a lot of fans get confused that obviously it's not on Ticketmaster Live Nation that prices those high ticket
Well,
prices. It's obviously up to the artist.
Scott, one of the things that gets frustrating for us is
Sure.
when you start talking about this area of so-called dynamic pricing, right? So
Yep.
dynamic pricing just means that the original pricing plan, whatever it was, has changed somehow.
Right.
That's dynamic rather than fixed. And but everybody thinks it's what Lyft and Uber do, right? Where you have
Yep.
this algorithm that's out there that is automatically adjusting prices in real time. I mean, I want people to know we don't even have that technology. Okay, so the next time you read that Ticketmaster changed the prices with Ticketmaster dynamic surge pricing technologies, no, that didn't happen. That's a myth.
Fair enough. Well said. Really, last question is like, what does the future outlook look like for TM Live Nation heading into 25? Obviously, no Taylor Swift Eras tour. But how's like the concert scene looking? And like personally, what's your favorite band concert that you attend?
Yeah, so well, I don't think you have enough time for me to cover the last topic, but
We can
I'll
talk all
start
day
with
about that. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. So look, I think that we're very optimistic on this year. We didn't have a big stadium year this year because of a lot of conflicting events, particularly in Europe, and we're going to have a big stadium year this year, which helps business a lot. But the bigger thing is just demand for the live entertainment experience is greater than it's ever been. The experience is greater than it's ever been. The production values, what artists are bringing to this, and the different kinds of opportunities. Whether you want to go to a festival or whether you want to go to amps or do you want to go to indoor whatever it is. There's so many different things. We've got the, you know, when you talk about the favorite things right now, whatever's playing at the Sphere, that's an amazing experience. I've been a lifelong Eagles fan, and I haven't seen them at the Sphere yet. I will see them shortly there. But that's one I recommend to people, regardless of whether you're really crazy about the band. It's a great experience
Experience.
to
Yeah.
to
Band
see
is
that.
amazing.
Absolutely, yeah, of
Very nice. Well, Dan, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for being
course.
transparent. We'll definitely have you on a segment in the future if you'd like to come back on and talk concerts, live events. That's what we do here on Ticket Talk. So thanks for coming on. We'll talk soon. Stay in touch. Have a good Q1 at Live Nation TM.
And Happy New Year. Take care.
Happy
Bye.
New Year.